Hello and good morning. How are we doing? Happy Saturday, everyone. It is another weekend is here. Another time for us to be together, and I'm so glad that you're all here. We already have some friends here in the chat. We have Ian here. Hello. We have Miss Katie Ann from the train. Oh my goodness. Yes. Are you heading to the Emerald City, girl? One short day in the Emerald City. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. No, I know you're coming. You're in New York, or you were in New York. You're coming home from New York. One of those is, I think, the right answer. Hello, Anna. Welcome in. Happy to have you here. How is everyone doing? What are we up to? What's the tea on y'all? I would love to know. Oh, hi Heather. Welcome in. Hello, Ray. Welcome in. Good morning. I hope you're all doing so well. Tell me the tea on y'all. I have some tea on me, of course. I always have tea on me because I am me. You know? Anyway. Whoa, what is that doing? Not what I wanted to do. Yas, back on the yellow brick track, baby. Amen. Amen. Well, welcome almost home. Happy your trip went well. I've been following along and living vicariously through all of y'all, wishing that I could have been in New York and not here, where I where I am. Coming home from my 15-day journey. Wow, that's amazing. 6 hours of dedicated work time. I see. Okay, one of these days, I'll know I've like made it to the life that I want to live when I can just book myself a train car as a writing retreat and literally just wake up in my little train car, look out the window. Oh, we're in a different state today. Amazing. And just break out my laptop and write while the countryside passes me by in the train. That is the goal. That is the end goal for me one day, is to literally just take a round trip train ride. That's very expensive. But again, that's how I'll know that I've made it in life is when I'm able to do that. But a 15-day journey sounds so fun, but also exhausting. Yes. Even though you watch for you, YouTube is being a YouTube. How dare they? Yes, I will be giving the tea. Hello, Nina. Welcome in. Good morning. Yeah. Yeah, the tea is April made a fool of me, and I'm trying to hit 5 hours of writing for the month today. Hey, I get it. I get it. But you're going to get at least whatever 40 minutes times two is. What is that? An hour and 20 minutes? So we're going to knock that out. And technically, if you count yap time as like your thinking writing time, we can get you all the way up to 2 hours if you want. But just doing my part. When you book, let me know and I'll come with you. Oh my gosh. Okay, well then, Katie, if you are, I've never done it. So if you know of like some good routes, some good round trips, some good places where I could book this maybe eventually, drop me some links, please. Instagram, text me, I don't care. I need all the info I can get because I love trains and I want to be on one. The only train that I've ever ridden on is the Polar Express, which they did like a fun little pop up thing in one of the towns that I used to live near. It was a Polar Express where you get to like get on, and they had like screens in the windows. It was very very Hogwarts, even though, ugh, you know, but it was very fun. Those are the only trains I've actually been on. I've never been on one that like actually took me somewhere, you know? So that's the goal one day. Okay, but let me open my notes and see what I have to tell all of you about. Well, my notes, they aren't there. So I'm going to do it off the dome. Here we go. Okay. So, writing update. Actually, I have captions that can help me remember. Okay. We're not doing a shame or a fame because I'm not going to lie to you guys. Last week was a almost a zero writing week. Like hardly wrote at all. Um, I did one day do a little bit of work on this chapter, but I mental health was tired. Mental health was in the toilet. Mental health, no worky. And that was how my week was, pretty much. And that was for good reason because as if you were here last week, you'll remember that I was hinting or not hinting, but talking about this different position at work that I was interviewing for. Well, I had that interview on Thursday, and I think that's why my brain was kind of like in a fog all week because like that's all I could think about. And then like as soon as the interview happened, it felt like my whole body like released the tension it had been holding everywhere all week, and I just kind of crashed on Thursday. But then on Friday, I came back to life, and I guess now that all that was behind me, I was like, "Oh, I can actually function like a human and use my brain and be creative. It's amazing." So, writer's block doesn't always mean that something's wrong with the writing. Writer's block, excuse me, can sometimes just mean that you have other stressors in other parts of your life. And, it just can affect your creativity. So, if you're experiencing any kind of writer's block, first of all, be nice to yourself. Second of all, it might not even be the writing at all. It could be something totally unrelated. And there's your tea. But on the other side of that, I got the job. I don't know my technical start date because I have to wait to the end of a pay period, but your boy got it. Which is probably also why I've been able to actually function. So here we are. I know, Heather. I want to do it. Well, what if we all just did a group writing retreat on a train? Hear me out. I'll host it. And we got to figure out how to book it. Me and Katie will talk. I haven't done an overnight train journey, but there are some beautiful ones from like San Fran to Chicago or across Canada. One day we'll make this writing retreat happen. Katie, please invite me if you go. I will die. That sounds so fun. Yeah, anticipatory anxiety. There's a lot of syllables. Can only take one thing at a time. Exactly. And I was also, on top of that. Hi, CC. Ooh, I hit my mic. Sorry, Michaela. Hi, CC. Welcome in. Yes. Oh, y'all are so sweet. Thank you. Oh, oh my gosh. So many thanks. Y'all are the best. Y'all really are the best. Oh my gosh. Oh, hi, Aisha. I don't know if I said hello to you yet or not, but welcome in. Uh, y'all are so kind. Thank you. Hi, Yanni. Welcome in. Yeah, I'm very excited. And it feels like such a weight has been lifted off my shoulders. And I'm actually in a whole other thing. Wait, one thing at a time, Cody. That was life update. Okay. That was your life update. I got new job, but technically I still have old job, new job, not start until maybe week, maybe two. Who say? Not me. But I think who is that voice? The using as few syllables as possible. I like that guy. I take a train for 7 hours at least twice a year, 7 there and 7 back. It can be magical or chaos, and that changes every single time. Oh, that's still just the bustle of a train. It just sounds just I don't know. Maybe I'm just romanticizing it too much, and then I actually get on the train and I'm like, ew, I hate it here. But I really do think that I would enjoy it, especially as long as I can be comfortable. That is the give or take. I can enjoy anything as long as I myself am comfortable. If I have like a back support, I need to have a seat with a back on it. I can't just sit on a bench for hours because my posture is horrible and I will end up looking like a question mark sitting on that bench. Do you hear me? The way I be slunched over. And I just can't do that. So anyway, I don't know how I got there, but congratulations. No writing for me today. Got too many things going on right now, but did do 4K words yesterday. CC, that is amazing. Congratulations. Slay. Okay, Mouse, why are you being a silly goose and not acting right? Thank you. There we go. Okay. So that was your writing update. What else is on here? Oh, reading update. I'm still working on Let's Split Up, but I'm about two-thirds of the way through. I'm currently on page 211. Really enjoying it. It literally is Scream meets Scooby-Doo. And there are, I mean, I've been clocking all the references because, I mean, there's many references to both the show Scooby-Doo and like slashers and the Scream movies. Like it is very meta in the same way that the Scream movies are very meta, but it's definitely, I can definitely, it's more young adult, which I don't really mind because I'm not a big fan of like super intense gore or any, explicit romance. So like I'm okay with that, honestly. I'm having a good time with it. And I am excited to find out who the killer is because right now I have no idea, which I guess is a good sign. But that is what I am reading right now. What are you all reading right now? Please tell. One time I got a first class ticket for really cheap, and that was a great 7 hour train ride. It had so much space, and the seats were so comfortable. Well, can you ride subways long term? Is that a thing? I mean, I've been on subways for sure. I mean, in different like public transit systems, like in Chicago and New York and stuff like that. But I'm talking about like a long term, like I have my own little cozy little cabin area, little quaint cabin. That's what we're kind of vibing with. It's like doing a train riding retreat. But I do love a subway. But I don't think, at least I don't know if there are long term subways. Do tell me. But I'm trying to be above the ground, so I can see the beautiful scenery pass me by. We love the scenery. Take the RER Daily, which is a commuter rail. Yeah, nice. Oh yeah, I've taken many a subway, many a public transit in my lifetime, but I just want to be on a long term train ride. I that one's on my TBR. I need to. Is that wait? Is that on Kindle Unlimited? Do I need to go ahead and download that? Sound off below if you know, because I do want to. I mean, it's. Are you kidding? It's a retreat, like a getaway retreat for influencers, but then like someone dies. It's very much. It's kind of giving like I don't know. The vibes in my brain is giving like, and then there were none meets like reality TV. Like that's how my brain is imagining it, and that sounds so fun to me. Jitterbug Perfume by Tom Robbins. Love. Dead Rabbit by Joseph Murname. Slow suspense horror. He has a beautiful conversational style. Love. I'm reading The People in the Trees by Hanya. Well, I'm going to horribly mispronounce that name, so I'm not even going to try, but that's a beautiful name. It's like literary historical sci-fi. Hmm. Yeah, but it's coming out soon, correct? Because it was originally scheduled for April. I know y'all just did a bunch of like fun events and stuff. Okay, yeah. Well, if I would just keep reading, May 12th. Not out yet. Got an audio arc and like 5 copies. That's amazing. That's amazing. I'm so excited to read it. And like I've been following Kate for so long, like to finally have like a piece of her like writing that I can read. I'm so excited. That's just mm. Tangled Up in You by Christina Lauren. It's a tangled retelling. Ah, we love Rapunzel. That let me tell you something. One of my speaking wait, can I finish a thought? I'm gonna tell you a little something about this short kind of fiction that I'm working on right now. It's actually a collaboration that I'm doing with someone that I met through here. He's been in some of the chats. His name is Thomas, but you see him in the chat as Forgotten Songs Fantasy. But we're basically kind of, you know, those drawings that you make where like there's maybe four sections that are folded in half and like we pass it back and forth without being able to see the other person's drawing. And at the end, you pull it, you open it up, and it's like a whole body of a creature or a person or whatever. Well, we're doing that, but with writing. And basically each of us gets like a page to cover our parts, and we've pretty much broken the hero's journey down into four chunks. And so he did the first chunk, I did the second chunk this past week, which was my page, and then I sent it back to him. And so he's going to do part 3, I'll do part 4, and then we're going to sort of well, I'm sending him all the footage, and he's going to make like a vlog out of it. And then we're going to do a live stream, maybe on this channel, to will be where we like read the short story out loud, and it'll be super fun. And maybe, I don't know, I think it'd be really cool. Maybe I could like invite Miley if she's available to like read the story, you know. But well, I don't want to, you know, put that on anybody, of course, but I think it would be so cool because she just has a fantastic, fantastic reading voice. And I just think she's so good with character voices. And I just think it'd be so fun. But that's just a thought. Still working my way through Tusk Love by Thea Guanzon. But I am halfway through. Nice. Yeah, I'm a slow reader. It takes me a little while. Yes. Yeah, Haunting of Hill House is so fun. I've never actually read the book. I've only ever seen the show, so maybe I need to give the book a try because I loved the show. It was so good. So maybe I do. Maybe I need to jump in on that. Alrighty, friends. So what do we say? We jump in. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Actually, wait. Before we do that, everyone, I am kindly requesting that you drop what you are going to be working on during these sprints. Now that I've gotten that short work, kind of my part done for now, I am going to be back into obviously drafting some of these new chapters for the same house. And hopefully, maybe with by the end of these 2 sprints, I can at least finish one of these chapters. Maybe start another one. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Ooh, okay, okay. The book is very different from the show, so it's totally worth a read. Good to know. Good to know. Went through a reading slump that lasted like a year and a half, so I'm not rushing through any books. My reading goal for the year is 12 books, but I'm happy with 2. I love that. Writing newsletter for April, and then maybe a little work on secret project. That sounds very fun. We love a secret project, indeed. Ian will be continuing to write book 7. Ian, you have written so many books in the time since I have known you. You're just a productive king, truly. Chapters 18 and 24, very nice. Nina will be outlining the book that could be described as the bane of my existence and the object of all my desires. Aisha will be continuing draft 2 of a YA fantasy. Very nice. Heather working on project community service still. We love to see it. Yes. Do tell. Do you feel better about the outline than you once did? Because I get that. This is pretty much how I would describe the first book of Project Purple. Because if I could tell you how many times that outline was redone, the amount of times I deleted an entire Google Doc because I was like, nope, this doesn't work. So I get it. I get it. Yes. So many. Yeah, it's hard out here. It is hard out here. Oh, hi, JK Lambo. Welcome in. Happy Saturday. Going to be going to an indie bookstore event during the stream, but I'll keep this up for watch time, though I may bring my laptop to work on chapter 26. Aw. Jackie Lambo, you certainly don't have to do that, but I certainly appreciate it. Best of luck with this book event. Are you attending as are you working the book event? Are you just attending it and buying a bunch of books? That sounds so fun. Not yet. Trying to get through it. We'll start with more Pinterest and playlists and hope that something clicks. Amen. Amen. I am speaking it into existence that something will click during these next 40 minutes. I'm speaking it right now. Everyone send Nina good vibes in the chat for this outline. Send yourself some good vibes in the chat as well because you deserve it. Everyone here deserves it because you showed up today to do the hard things. So, with that said, 40 minutes are on the clock. Best of luck, and I'll see you on the other side, friends. All right. That was the end of our first sprint. How did y'all do? Dang, chat was popping off while we were in there. I'm not going to lie. I kind of locked in, and I'm really liking some of the stuff that we wrote during that. So let me know how you did. Okay. Going to be attending and buying some books? Yeah. We ignored the TBR. It's fine. Also, hi, Natalie. Welcome in, friend. Yeah, you were just in time to be productive. Unfortunate. Oh, hi, Dravina. Here and ready to write. I need to finish this last chapter of a section. Then I can finally move on to the others. Extra large coffee. Amen. I'm right there with you on the extra large coffee. Well, it was an extra large coffee. It's almost gone now, but it's fine. Yes, we love an e-meeting. Hi Jade, welcome in. On the prior topic of Haunting of Hill House, I got a discard copy from the library, and in the back there are sticky notes by a psych patient who was reading it during a stay about their own treatment. Interesting. Ooh, a horror thriller first draft. We love to see it. And JK working on that sugar and spice. Hello, Z. No worries. We still have a whole other sprint to go. So don't even feel bad. We're happy to have you here. Yes. I see I'm of that vein. It would be so hard for me to write a food-based story because my goodness, I would be hungry all the time. Later this fall, been researching different desserts from the main character's culture. Love reporting this as a crime. Katie got 823 words in the newsletter. Very nice. I got up to literally right at 600 words in this chapter. So not mad. I did a little bit of editing of what I was already there, which was probably like 350 words. That took some canoodling and some research, but we figured it out and we were able to continue on with the scene. And I'm going to share a little bit with you here in a moment. Also, if you have a line you would like to share, drop it in the chat and I will star it and we'll get to just gush about how talented everyone is in the chat. Okay. Had to pop out to the store for a second, but got a few hundred words anyway. Very nice, Ian. Anna decided what part of this section was going to stay and what was going to go. I don't know why, but I love waving bye to parts of my zero draft that just just doesn't fit. I love that too, because you're like, you know what? Actually, I don't need this, but it's not wasted words because that was time that you spent with the characters to figure out what they did need scene wise, you know? So I love that. Natalie, that's okay. You still have one more chance to be productive. Oh, did y'all see that? Little floater? Where'd it go? I don't see it in real life, but I saw it on the screen. Anyway, forgot to know starting words, so I'm going to humbly say one word. We love to see it. Did some brainstorming and started the chapter outline. Also curated the mixtape. Amen. Oh, that's so cute. The mixtape that the characters gets from their love interest. That's important. That's important for sure. Because like one of my favorite things is when like you can learn so much about a person based on like their like top 5 songs that they listen to, you know? And I love that. That's so fun. Yanni got 440 words. Heather got 427, started a chapter from the POV of the dog. This book is getting a little strange in a good way. Okay, we love to see it. Taste testing, but need more taste testers. Can't be baking desserts all the time. I have work to do. Indeed. Have any of y'all written a book set in a place you haven't spent much time? Writing a book in rural Arizona, which I have only driven through. Yes, I'm literally writing a book right now. It's based in California, and I've been to maybe 2 cities in California for each time. Like the first, I went to LA for like a few days, and then I went to San Diego for like a week. But that is the total experience I have of California. And so this is like a fake town, fake neighborhood in a California esque setting, you know? But also, I feel like my story is very character driven. And so while most of the story takes place inside of a house, so we don't really have to get too much into the actual setting of California. I mean, obviously we have like the weather and things like that, and there's piers and it just, you know what I'm saying? Just kind of winging it. But I did some research as well to make sure that like I wasn't just like making up weather patterns for California. 158 words written. Very nice. Written a heartwarming scene between the MMC's cat and the FMC. Oh, I love that. Spent the whole time figuring out connecting the Roku to new internet service. Remote apps don't work. Search for an Ethernet cord. No one has since 2013. Found an old Fire Stick, no batteries. Man, that has been a technological journey you have gone on, Jen. Oh my goodness. Well, I hope you got it figured out. But also, people don't sell Ethernet cords anymore. I thought those were still around, but I guess not. Maybe not. I don't know. That's good to know. Okay. Well, I am going to read. Let's see. I guess I'll just kind of audiobook it, y'all, for a second, if that's okay. I'm just gonna start this chapter, and then once I get to the point where maybe some spoilers happen, then I'll stop. But I kind of just I like this opening setting sort of. Used to have one. Oh, we just haven't used one. Gotcha. Oh yeah. I mean, I don't think we have an Ethernet cord in this house, except well, that's a lie. We have the one that is connected to our router, but that's it. That's it. Okay. Feel free to drop a line in the chat while I kind of go through this little audiobook moment. Um This place is a real piece of work, Josh grumbles as my eyes adjust to the light. We were only in the dark for 10 seconds, but with the way my husband paces the room, his go to anytime he feels stressed, you'd have thought we were without power for hours. Rain slams against our fifth floor window, and my mom stares like a bird on a perch. I tell you, that rain's coming down so hard I can't even see our car in the parking lot. She giggles like a child amused by a game of Where's Waldo. Pain shoots through me as I adjust myself on the bed, and my husband quickly comes to the rescue. He's so cute when he tries to be helpful. I don't have the heart to tell him that the only thing helping me right now are the pain meds the hospital gave me after blank was born. Once I'm propped up, Josh goes back to pacing the dull vinyl floor. And what's taking them so long? It hasn't even been an hour, Mom calls to him, though her attention never wavers from the window. And here I thought you were the one keeping me level headed, I add with a playful smirk. You're right. I'm sorry. How are you feeling? Like I just had my insides rearranged? I reply, placing my hands over my tender abdomen. Well, technically you did, Josh says with a grin that accentuates the bags under his eyes. It's been a long day and a half, but it will all be worth it when we can finally hold our baby boy. A few hours after he was born, the nurse noticed a slight yellow tint. Well, I'll skip that part because that has too many names in it. Okay, we'll jump ahead here. Um, do you need anything, dear? Should I call for a nurse? My mother asks, appearing at my side, lifting a box of apple juice to my lips. I take a sip, savoring the sweet taste mixed with a hint of cardboard, and suddenly it's like I'm standing in the school cafeteria again. And then skip ahead, skip ahead. I'm okay for now, I reply, suddenly aware of the lack of personal space. Please, will the both of you take a seat? Your anxiousness is making me anxious. What good is having us here if you aren't going to let us help? My mom pries, prompting an eye roll. In a few weeks, you'll wish you had two personal butlers to wait on you hand and foot. Just you wait. Whatever you say, Mom. And that's the end of the conversation. Nurses, doctors, and staff scatter outside our room, and I catch pieces of their chatter as they pass by my door. How are your patients? Did you see anything? Have they notified the mother? The last one sends a bitter chill coursing down my spine, painting my thoughts until they look like worries. Suddenly, everything that could go wrong is a possibility, and I need an update now. The end. That's all you get. I'm eating a bagel, so serenade me. Amen. Amen. The ears are up. The ears are up. But that is what I've been working on, that scene. And I just love all of the fun, not fun, but the ambiance and just all the little pieces that I've been able to no, not a demon. It's not that kind of story. But the thing is, like, she doesn't even know at this moment if she's the mother that needs to be notified. She might not be, you know? It's just you hear that and all of a sudden you think that it's about you because why wouldn't it be, you know? It's just like a human thing. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Yes, this is the paranormal thriller. Indeed. Indeed. Yes, thank you. I like it too. It's fun. And yeah, just the voice of this character is very fun because this particular chapter is a POV that did not exist. Ian, you probably know who the POV is from, just based on the context clues. Um, but yeah, we in the version that my beta readers read, this person's POV did not exist. And so it's almost like I'm getting to write bonus chapters that are going to be included in the actual book. That's what it feels like. And so this is like very fun for me. Even though it's a lot of like work and time and research and all of that good stuff, I just it feels like I'm writing fun bonus scenes for people that are going to read this book. And so that just is so fun and exciting. I love it. Even if it is a little scary and kind of spooky because it's raining its booty off. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Well, I'm not saying that there aren't any supernatural things in this story, but I'm just saying, yeah, new POV alert, truly. And this so funny. I like it was towards the end of the draft before this one, where as I was like working on the ending, I was like, this specific character was speaking to me a lot more, and I was like, man, I just felt like I needed to give her more, and so we are. And also, my editor like agreed because I was like, hey, I'm as far as the ending goes, this is kind of what I'm thinking of doing, but I want to get your opinion on it before I completely blow up my ending for like the third time and rearrange it and like let me know what you think. And he was like, oh yeah, absolutely, you we need that. And I was like, okay, that's what I thought, but I didn't want to do it and like waste the time on it if it wasn't needed, but it is. So we're adding it, we're making it up as we go and doing research along the way because this is just these a lot of these things are just things that I will never experience myself. And so I want to make sure that I'm doing my due diligence and research on this. Okay. But anyways, that is what I wrote. Did anyone have any lines they wanted to drop? I didn't see any in the chat. So if you have any, feel free to drop them. I'm going to go fill up my coffee really quick. So drop those lines and I will BRB. Okay. Okay. Delicious. All right. Well, I see no lines in the chat. So with that, we're just going to go ahead and just jump into our next sprint. Let's get back to the focus. Oh, 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 oh. We love to see it. My newsletter is very stream of conscious, but the first line I wrote is lions, tigers, and bears. No more like pitches, synopses, and outlines. Oh my. I love that. So fun. I've been looking a lot into like how to structure pitches and synopses and things like that. So very, very fun. I love it. I love it. Yeah, no worries. You're never obligated to share for sure if you don't want to. So no worries at all. Okay, so 40 minutes are on the clock. My goal for this next sprint is to have another mini audiobook for you whenever we return because I'm having fun again with the story and that makes me excited to write. So all boring surmising about suspects. It'll get juicier soon. Okay. Okay. Sounds good. Okay, friends. Our second sprint is on the clock. Best of luck, and I'll see you all in 40 minutes. All right. That was the end of our second sprint. How did we do? I got this chapter up to 900 words. So things are going well. Not well, things are not going well, but the writing is going well. So we're grateful. Um yeah. I was just trucking along. I've been listening to this the little 40 hertz, the binaural beats for focus. And they've just really been working well for me right now. So, ooh, Dravina got 481 words and you're almost done with the chapter. Amazing. We had a few friends that had to head out during that sprint. I hope all of you have a wonderful rest of your day. Also, Dami, didn't even know you were here. Hey, Queen. Bye, Queen. Love you. Yeah. And then I know that was a fast 40 minutes. It really was. It really was. Katie Ann, up to 1,549 words in the newsletter. We love to see it. Started a new chapter with 384 words. Amazing. Up to 922 words for the day. Anna, for like this being one of your first days coming back to it, like, love that. Love that. Congratulations. Yes, love some binaural beats. Indeed. Got a call from sister, but did get a couple chapters done. Nina, congratulations. I'm glad that the outlining it seems to be going really well. So I love that. And then Jade got 600 words. Very nice. Man, we were productive. We were all locked in, clocked in on those sprints for sure. Very nice. Okay. So if you have anything that you would like to share from what you just wrote, because we can do like our mic drop moment. We haven't done one of those in a little while. So it can either be a line you wrote this week, it can be a line you wrote today, it can be just a line. Doesn't have to be anything crazy. If you're just excited about it, share it. Um okay, let me see if I can find. I guess I can kind of just sort of pick up where I left off. But there's some things that I don't want to say. Um Okay, I'll just read this one line because I feel like it's really all I can give you without being too spoilery. This is a very spoilery chapter. Um, so this is one of the lines that I just wrote. As the words leave my lips, a chasm grows inside me, like my body already knows what my mind can't accept. So things are going great. Um, that was a good sprint. I do agree. I do agree. Oh my gosh. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if it's interesting to you, 9 out of 10 times, or really 10 out of 10 times, it's going to be interesting to somebody else. So write it anyway. You know what I'm saying? Yes, the playlist and the Pinterest board did seem to help. We love to see it. We have a we have a line from Ian. Skipper, give us some good footage from the farm band, blowing fields or whatever. Not that rotting apple crap. Candace, all I want you to think about is how you crush a person you hated. Amen. I know. Okay. I don't know if there's okay. I can give you more, but I'll have to blank some things. So um okay, I'll read this last little bit but I'm gonna have to bleep some things, and that's fine. You understand. Can you my husband must sense my panic because before I can finish my sentence, he's marching towards the hall to beckon for help. Sir, I need you to stay in your room. A male nurse appears in the doorway, blocking his path. Is everything okay? My mom asks, finally peeling herself from the window. There's been a blank, and until it's resolved, no one is allowed in or out for security purposes. The nurse says, attempting to close the door in Josh's face. My husband juts out a foot, blocking the door from fully latching. Blank? No, that can't mean. Please, sir, this will all be over soon if you just cooperate, the nurse calls from the other side of the half ajar door. Just do what he says, dear, Mom calls to him. Josh finally relents, removing his foot and letting the door latch. When he faces me, his eyes go wide with fear. At first, I don't know why, but then I finally feel it. The elevated pulse, the quickened breath, the wave of nausea churning violently in my chest. The air conditioning buzzes to life, cooling the fresh layer of sweat seeping from my skin. My breath grows tighter and tighter as I remember where I've heard it. And then I can't tell you that part. And yeah, that's that. That's all I'm going to share. So congratulations. But anyways, this is currently part of chapter 37. So if one day when y'all get to read this book, chapter 37, that's the tea. Mayla's lungs squeal. The delirium of the shock slapped her back to the memory of the playground, a time of safety that ripped her 5-year-old self with fear. She had fallen the 5-foot drop from the jungle gym, flat on her back, living through the horrifically slowed seconds of her body trying to reflate the lungs of the knocked air. Right now, she does not have those seconds. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, Katie Ann Chandler, I have good news for you, friend, because once I get these new scenes added and, cleaned up a little bit, I will be looking for some arc readers of this story, because really this is the last developmental work. So once I kind of get this really nice and cleaned up, it'll be about as close to the final as we're going to be getting. So I'll be needing some peoples. So just, if y'all follow me on Instagram, so you'll know when it happens. But just follow me on there, because that's where I'm going to be announcing it, and I'll announce it on here as well, because I'll see y'all every week. So you'll get weekly updates if you are here for these sprints. So there you go. Arc Reader app, where? It doesn't exist yet, but it will. It will. Don't you worry. Okay, the air left her lungs and she dove behind the magazine again. He paused as he passed her chair on the way to his quarters. She pretended to be engulfed in an article. Period. That was part 1. Part 2 is on the way. Don't y'all worry. But yeah, I'm really excited about these, and I've got a good 900 words in this chapter, so I'm feeling very very happy about that. Very good start, and I have rehearsal in an hour for a few hours, but then when I get back home, I'll probably come back to this and do some work on this. To her horror, he knelt beside her, his gaze locked onto hers. Mischief danced in his eyes. He was close enough to kiss, and for an instant, Wendy forgot who she was. With a crooked smile, he bit his lip and reached forward, wordlessly turning her magazine right side up. Oh my God. That's funny. She was reading the magazine upside down. That's hilarious. I love that. Ooh, a little bit of dialogue you pulled from your secret project outline. Don't tell me you're one of those guys who only drinks terrible whiskey because it's manly. Period. There's a part 2. It will arrive. I love this. This is great. Okay, here we go. Although, if you are, I am now in possession of a rather fine collection upstairs you can have at. I know that's right. You better offer the good whiskey. Period. I love. Well, this has been so much fun. This has been quite a productive Saturday morning, if I do say so myself. And it is feeling very refreshing after a long week of just a lot of things up in the air, and just I feel at ease. I feel like things are going to be going well, and I do think that in the next couple weeks, I really do think we can get through these new scenes and get everything added that I want to add, so that we can do a final cleanup and get this thing back to the editor, so that I can get this thing going. You know what I'm saying? Whatever spell has overtaken me in the quiet moment of violence broke. I dropped the knife and it clattered to the carpet with a dull thud, spreading viscera the whole way down. Z, pop off. Oh, we got a line from Natalie. The carriage comes to a stop as I look out the window to see the front gates of the palace, and anxiety prickles my fingers and toes. This is it, my destiny, on the other side of iron and stone. Yes! That's a great line. If that's the only line you wrote today, that was a good line, friend. Yes, thank you for joining on your train journey. No worries. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. All right, friends. But with that, I will see you all same time next week where we will continue trugging along through these chapters, these new scenes. I love you all so much. I hope you have a beautiful week ahead. Oh, hi, honey. Thank you for saying goodbye to everyone. We'll see you next week.